Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is Baiq Wislahatul Auliya and my student number is A1D02510067. I'm from class 2B in English Education Department, and today I want to present about my final project for the essay writing subject. So without further ado, let's start. So I'll start with my opinion essay about MBG program. The topic is the MBG program must be given to all Indonesian students, including the rich student, even though they do not like the meal. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Before I share my arguments, I want to briefly explain what stunting is. So, stunting is a condition of growth failure in the toddlers due to chronic malnutrition, particularly during the first 100 days of life. Stunted children are shorter than their age and are at risk of cognitive impairment. This is why the government's MBG program, initiated by our President Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, and his Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka. And do you know guys, this is a very hot topic right now. Its main goal is to fight stunting and support the Indonesia Emas 2045 vision. When I first read this topic, my immediate reaction was that I disagree. I did not agree with this topic. I believe the MBG program should not be given to all Indonesian students universally. I mean, for the rich people. Why? Because a universal approach is not efficient. My opinion is not just based on my personal thoughts, but also on the data and the research that I have watched and I studied. To be fair guys, I want to say that I agree with the noble goal, the MBG program. If we look at the successful school lunch programs in other countries like Japan or South Korea, we can see that when students get good nutrition from their school, they concentrate better and perform well in school when they get that. But if the government can manage the SPPG units with full transparency, this could definitely be a new standard for our education system. Of course, the basic idea actually is very positive, really positive. However, I disagree with the universal implementation that say the MBG program must be given to all Indonesian students, including the rich students. Oh no. Let's look at the data. The reality on the ground shows a huge gap. For example, in Papua, the stunting rate is very high, between 21% to 39%. But they only have 179 SPPG units. If you compare that with the Java, they have a much lower stunting rate, like a 15% to 20.2%. But they have 90107 SPPG units. This is clearly not efficient. Why do you give free food to students who can already afford it? We should prioritize the budget for children in remote areas. what the remote area is. So what we call that is the 3T region, like terpencil, terdepan, dan terluar. Especially those who are struggling to get an education. Actually, that's the really important thing. Education is the highest thing, important thing. Instead of a one size fits all strategy, it's not actually, I don't know say it's important or not, but the government needs to be more targeted and selective to help those who really need it and study it. Okay, my last opinion about this program. While the MBG program has a good vision, give it to everyone is a mistake. The data clearly shows a distribution problem. We must re-evaluate the target. The government must re-evaluate the target. A successful program is not just about feeding everyone, but it's about ensuring that resources are used effectively to reach the right people. So guys, that's all for me about my opinion essay, the MBG program. Thank you so much. So let's be next to the second essay, cause and effect essay. Hi, so I'll next to my second essay is a cause and effect essay. So the topic is online learning and its positive and negative effects on students' learning. So there is a question of this topic. The question is, the rise of online learning platforms has increased dramatically over the past decade. What are the causes of this trend and what positive and negative effects does it have to students and schools? That's interesting. So I will tell you for next slide. Bye. Hi guys. Now let's move to my second essay about the rise of online learning. We have all seen how our lives change, especially in the last decade. It's not just in the business. Education has shifted drastically. It's no longer just in the classroom. It's in our virtual space. Many people ask like, how did we get here so fast? Like, what's happening? And what does this mean for us? Like, they're confusing. But today, I will discuss why this trend started and more importantly, what the effects are on us, like negative effects or positive effects for the student and our schools. What caused this massive shift? Like, what's happening? So, of course, if you know that the COVID-19 pandemics, yes, when you cannot go out everywhere, like, oh my god, the pandemic was the biggest trigger. It forced us to go online overnight. But even now, we keep using it. Why? Because technology has a cove up. Like, we have an AI, high-speed internet, and a cloud computing. Everything is accessible now. Plus, we live in a fast-paced world. Everything is fast, like you're fast like an internet. Whether you are a student or worker, you need flexibility, right? We need flexibility. You need to learn on your own schedule. This need for flexibility is the second major cause why online learning is here to stay. Okay, let's talk about the positive and negative effects. Now, let's talk about the good things. Online learning gives us incredible freedom. You can access materials from the best universities in the world without leaving your room. You can share everything just in your room. So this is a game changer. It also helps us with a digital literacy. So we learn how to use the technology, which is required skill in the modern job market. We need that, of course. For schools, it's great for efficiency. They can accommodate hundreds of students at once. It saves electricity, building maintenance, and operational cost. It is a smarter way to manage education. But of course, they have a negative effects. But guys, we must be honest about the challenges. The biggest one is social isolation, right? Social isolation, that's like sounds scary. When we are behind a screen, we can lose the human connection. We lose to change the practice communication with the others. Can you imagine of that? It is really scary. Also, online learning requires super high discipline. Without a teacher standing in front of us, it is so easy to lose motivation or get distracted. I mean, if your family doesn't care about you, so it may be hard for you if you're not can practice yourself. Lastly, and this is a very important, in a digital divide, not everyone has a good internet or laptop. So this creates a huge gap. Some students are left behind simply because they lack the facility, not because they lack the intelligence. That's why education is the important thing. So my last word to wrap this up, online learning was born from necessity and technology. It gives us flexibility and efficiency, but it also creates isolation and inequality. I believe it should not replace traditional school, but complement it. The future of education is a hybrid model, using technology to help us, but keeping the human interaction, the human connection that only a classroom can provide. So I think, guys, that's all about my opinion essay and cause and effect essay. Thank you so much for watching my final project. I hope you can understand. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.